A blessed Friday to us. When the people said, "He has done all things well. He makes the deaf hear and the mute speak." Actually, they were also speaking to themselves. Because the more Jesus warned them not to tell, in other words, just keep silent about it, the more they spoke out. Mura po o katong amang na nakasulti. And then they were opened. And this is a very beautiful starting point for our reflection for today's feast. It's an optional memorial, yes, but as Marian devotees, we have to consider today's day as a feast, the feast of the Our Lady of Lourdes. Now, the command of Jesus to the man, ephata, which is openness, to be open, also has to be taken into two kinds or classifications of openness. Because there are two kinds of being open. Naiuban nga open, pero wala lang. Open lang. No? Murag close lagi hapon, no? Kay open man niya. Wala may response. So open nga close. No? Murag close open. But there is this one beautiful dimension and challenge of ephata or openness, because openness means to be responsive as well. And this is what the celebration, the feast, where we actually take into account the World Day of the Sick. The sick are not just those who are on bed, but also of people who are walking around with some being ill at ease, as I said at the start of the Mass. Kanang dili komportable sa mga sitwasyon sa kinabuhi. That sometimes we call illness or disease. And so this is where we find the heart of the Blessed Virgin Mary, who is at the very beginning open, and not just being open, but responsive to the will of God. And this is what we need, to be healed or to be cured from any illness or whatever atong balatian. No? Yes, God's grace can work in us, but it can even work more in us and in ourselves when we remain open and responsive. Now, I always take a little funny thing about this, but when you make what we call an abbreviation of open and responsive, you get the word OR. And what is OR usually? It's the official receipt. No? And it is a proof that you have done something. No? Di na siya malalis, OR man. No? So to be open or to be obedient and to be responsive is our official receipt that God is at work in our lives. But we have to continue to share this, because that is our way of being really open, because God's grace is open to all and makes us all responsive in our day-to-day lives. Amen.